Hi. So for the actual creation of the album cover, the first thing that we want to kind of consider is the look of our album cover, and you can go online and you can see a lot of different album covers, but you don't have to do that. We have some requirements here: the artist, the name of the album, the logo of the company that produces it, and the production name. So looking at this now, you can see that I've done a few other things here. I've tried some different things. Just briefly go over what you can do here to make it look a little bit more interesting. So what we had was when I left, I had something like this. I actually switched out Angelina Jolie, and this is now my 12 by 12 inch cover, which is what I want you to use. Now, the first thing is you might want to clean this up a little bit. So in my case, I'm going to come in here on my layer one. And I'm going to put a mask on this. And I'm going to go to my brush tool. I'm going to paint with black. I just want to get rid of this kind of stuff. So painting with black on my mask. Sorry, take my opacity down. I'm just going to over some of these areas that I kind of want to clean up. These areas, this looks pretty good. And I'm going to decrease my brush size here and just make this blend in a little bit more. So maybe I'm happy with something like this. Now, you can see I'm on my mask, painting with black. But if I click on my Smart Filters mask, I can actually, painting again with black, I can bring back some of this color information that I might want. So in this case, I might want to bring back the color of her eyes. Just going to paint in here, the color of her eyes. And maybe I also want to bring in some more color, maybe the lips. Now, if I start painting here, this is going to probably not look too good. It might work out with what you're bringing back, but I suggest first and foremost, that is kind of interesting, but I suggest first and foremost, you maybe come up to your opacity. I'm going to lower my opacity to about 50% or so. And this way, then I'm going to come in and I'm going to start painting here and bringing back just a hint of that lip color, something like this. Let me get this there. Get that right there. That's pretty good. And then maybe this is the way that I like it. Now, this is where you can start experimenting a little bit. Now, obviously, you're going to want to offset your text, and the easy way to offset that text is simply to make a new layer. I'm going to go to my rectangular marquee tool. I'm going to open up, I'm going to make a new rectangle here. And let's say this is where I'm going to put some of my text. Or I could put it down below or anywhere I want. And then I'm going to probably want to fill this with a specific color. Right now, I think I'm just going to, I'll pick like this really kind of rosy color here. And then fill that with all backspace, Command D to deselect. And that might be a place where I put some of my text and just use this as a little text folder. Other than that, to create something like this, what I did was I went online and I got some different images, really large images to use. So I'm going to take this one, for instance. I'm going to drag this up into my album cover. And I have something like this. I'm going to actually place it underneath my other pink layer. And now what I want to do is just kind of go through the blend modes and see if any of these are going to work for what I have. See if I like any of them. And after that, then I can decide if I want to decrease the opacity of this layer. I do kind of like multiply, I guess, the best. I'm going to stick with multiply. And then I can, again, move this around wherever I want. Maybe I want that to pop out of her eye. I'm going to place it there and then do a Command T, zoom out a little bit, and enlarge this and resize it to something like right about there. I'm already starting then to rebuild. Now I could still add other layers on top of that. I'm going to grab, I want to see what this one looks like and put it in here and drag that on top and then Command T, size that out. I'm not too concerned with where it is right now. Then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to come in here and see if I can find a blend mode. That one actually, I like the light in there. So I could now take this one, lower that opacity a little bit to bring back the other one underneath it. And you can see what I've done there. And it's just kind of playing with things to get the exact look that you want. Okay. So the requirements are on the assignment. Try a whole bunch of different backgrounds, see what works, see what doesn't work, and don't be afraid to experiment quite a bit here and see the specific look that you might like that works really well. All right. You have 2 class periods to finish this, so good luck. Those of you who are distance learning, you can submit it on Canvas. Okay. Talk to you soon.